What a nice play there by the Tigers. And it's intercepted by Logan Alumni. Good morning, WHS students. This is your accent for October 27th. I'm Darren Washington, here with Captain Idiot Buzz. Let's get it started.
Hey seniors, this is your last week to get your free senior yearbook portrait taken by Tidwell's Photography. Any pictures taken after next Wednesday, November 1st, will have a $25 sitting fee.
Did you know that there are currently 11 teachers and or principals who played in the McKinley game when they were in high school? Here's more.
I am a proud graduate of 1997.
I graduated from Washington High School in 2002.
I graduated in 2010.
1980.
My favorite memory during my football years would have to be, it's tough to probably pick any one memory. I think training in the off season, I have probably just as much fondness and respect and memories from those days of being in the weight room and being on the wrestling mat as I do as anything of playing in any game.
You know, I loved game days. Fridays, it was so much fun to come to school. I had a girlfriend, she'd always come in early, decorate my locker, put cookies in it, and then we have a big rally, get ready for the big game.
My favorite memory had to have been when we played McKinley in the regular season, week 10. We actually lost to them at Fawcett Stadium, and about 3 weeks later we made the playoffs and we beat them in the playoffs when it really mattered.
My favorite memory during my years here playing for the Massillon Tigers would have to be just that, I kind of have two. It would be that first time when I got to walk out as a starter my junior year in that first game. But my greatest memory is my senior year. We went 12-2, played in the state semifinals, which at the time set the record for the most wins in the season at 12 wins.
My favorite McKinley game memory, I would say the coolest memory was my sophomore year when I had the honor and the privilege of playing in the 100th Massillon McKinley game. That was exciting. It was at home. Standing room only. We won that game 42-41 in overtime. It was really it was really crazy.
My favorite memory during the McKinley week was actually beating them 4 years in a row. In my senior year, we beat them 24-0, shut them out. And that was a great way to end the regular season and move on to the playoffs.
My favorite memory for Massillon McKinley would have to be our senior year. We had the opportunity to play them twice. One time over there, at Fawcett Stadium, where we walked out victorious, and then we also got a chance again to play them in the playoffs, in which we beat them again to move on in the playoffs. So that was the first time that one of the schools, Massillon or McKinley, had beat the opponent twice in the same season.
How does it feel on and off the field to be a part of the tradition? I can tell you, as a student athlete, as a sophomore, when you're really taking it in for the first time, it's kind of, it's an eye-opening experience, to say the least. The decorations throughout the school, all the heart and soul that people put into making this what it is, which is the greatest rivalry in the world. Across the country, there's no game that can compare to this.
It's really hard to put into words what it feels like to be part of that tradition on and off the field. There's nothing else like it in America. It's just really awesome. To see the whole town come together, band together, and provide support for our school, for our students, for the community. There's just nothing like it. I've never felt really anything like it besides getting married, birth my kids. I've never felt nothing like Massillon McKinley.
The Tiger tradition carries on throughout your life. I was given the opportunity to come back and be a part of the program, and I coached the middle school level and the freshman level, and it was really a great experience also to see my son come up through the system and play for the Massillon Tigers and go through the rich tradition also.
Oh, if I could go back to playing football, would I? Absolutely.
In a heartbeat, I would go back to playing football.
I would definitely play football for the Massillon Tigers again.
The B. McKinley decorations around the school look awesome again this year. One of the driving forces behind the scenes is our hard-working pep club. Check this out.
Well, I am Mrs. Petro. I am one of the advisors for Pep Club, and my co-advisor is Mrs. Ridgely. We've been working together doing Pep Club for probably 8 or 9 years now. We work really well together and pretty much function as one person. Well, Pep Club is a group that we have here at Washington High School, and our main focus is to decorate for McKinley Week. Any student is welcome to join Pep Club, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Well, we have an announcement at the very beginning of the school year. Our first meeting is the first week of school, and it's really just an informational meeting, and any student can come if they feel like it is the right fit for them. Our preparations for McKinley Week start about the second week of November from the previous year. And what we start doing is we immediately start cutting paper so that we're prepared to give everything to all of our members the next school year. And then once the school year starts, we pass out all of the paper and paint to our students and the sign making begins. Our signs are due about 2 to 3 weeks before the day of actual decorating. That way we can get them organized. When we decorate, the last thing that we do is the atrium, where we do all the streamers and the balloons. And it's always a really special time when everything is lifted up into the atrium and we take the balloons up and the streamers and everything. And it's a really, it's a time that the seniors tend to get a little bit teary.
Every year, our Village Idiots support our Tigers with energy and passion. Let's check in with this year's edition of the VIs.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a place of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there or you're all alone. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that.
I believe that.
I believe that we.
I believe that we.
I believe that we will.
I believe that we will.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
I'd say my favorite part about being a VI is riding on the bus to school and getting the student section lit every game as much as we can. My favorite part of being a VI is lunch and the band are cool.
What's the funnest part about being a VI?
Well, my favorite part about being a VI is waking up at 5:30 in the morning.
What's the funnest part about being a VI for you guys?
Did you hear something?
It's the best part is always getting to beat up on John. I mean, he's just annoying and no one likes him.
What's the funnest part about being a VI?
Not seeing John in the morning to go get cameo.
Who's the dumbest VI?
Gots to be Chad Fichter. He's just complete idiot. Like, he loses his keys. They found him on a tree branch. Who does that? Just an idiot.
I'm gonna have to go with Chad Fichter. He tends to be late to everything. I don't know, that kid.
He's just dumb.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really liked him.
Who do you think's the dumbest VI?
Well, definitely not Alex. I just love Alex. Alex makes the whole experience Alex. I love Alex.
I love being the captain of the Village Idiot. Well, with this group, you don't really have a lot of leadership and power. You get outnumbered on a lot of things. You have to buy most of the paint, use a lot of your gas money. So we told him to go outside. Okay. We told him to go outside the RV, and what are they doing? They're throwing our air freshener at me and misbehaving. So it's a lot of stress.
Earlier this week, we got to catch up with two Tiger captains, Austin Kutcher and Anthony Ballard. Let's check out their story.
I'm Anthony Ballard, number 21. I play cornerback and receiver.
My name is Austin Kutcher. I'm number 3, and I play wide receiver and safety.
One of my best moments was when I took the kickoff return to the house against Warren. It was my first varsity touchdown.
My best moment was probably in the Canisius game. I actually set a school record for most catches in a game.
The first time I scored a touchdown, it was honestly one of the best feelings I ever felt. Like, it's really hard to describe. Like, it was like I wanted to tear up, but then again, I was really excited inside.
Scoring touchdowns on Friday nights is probably one of the best feelings you can feel, because just feeling like the crowd all like screaming and stuff and just gets you like jacked, and I don't know, it gives you just so much adrenaline.
I don't know, I really can't hear them. I just love it when our student section like claps back at them with like our chant. Like it gets me jacked when our VIs get the dog in their players and stuff like that.
I kind of like embrace when the other team's crowd boos us, because it makes you just want to do good.
When we played Canisius, how you say it, there was a receiver. He caught a quick pass, and I went to go try to make the tackle, and just got blasted by the receiver. He like laid on me. I got up slow. All you could do is just play the next play. It was sad.
It was against Ursuline. There was I ran a hitch route, and I mean the ball was right in my chest, and I just dropped it. And I mean, that was just pretty embarrassing.
Paul Brown was a renowned figurehead in the history of pro football, largely recognized for changing the entire dynamic of the game itself. He started out as nothing more than a Massillon Tiger himself and coached the team to many victories. Paul Brown has had 326 total games played in professional football. He's had 213 wins, 104 losses, and 9 ties. As his coaching career continued, it became apparent that he was unlike any other coach at the time. He employed techniques that no other coach had thought to try, and they produced incredible results. He was the first coach to keep players together at a hotel the night before a home game and a road game. Brown started the practice of calling plays from the sideline and developed detailed pass patterns for the offense to pick holes in the defense, but later turned his efforts to perfecting a defense that could counteract such pattern passing attacks. Paul Brown was ranked 5th among NFL head coaches by total championships won. He has coached for over 25 years, 8 of those coaching the Cincinnati Bengals and 17 coaching the Cleveland Browns, a team named after him. In 17 years, Brown and his team only lost 1 season. Brown had built a pro football dynasty in Cleveland, but more importantly, he built a legacy that won't be brushed away by the sands of time. Paul Brown was a legend, an inspiration, and most of all, a Tiger.
Today's lunch is a grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup, goldfish crackers, and fruit.
Happy birthday to Diego Castro Garcia, Dakota Hudson, and Madison Smith.
Well, that's all for our accent. I'm Alex, along with Darian. Go Tigers, beat McKinley.